ultimately, that second album did come out with his vocals on it.
Yeah, for Storybook 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys continued, well, you continued to keep dropping albums after that independently. And I looked at the discography, like you're on not only your own projects, but other people's projects, collabing with people overseas. Like, you guys really created a movement that, going to 2019 is still, has a lot of importance to a lot of people worldwide, especially to the Latino community.
Yeah. When my brother got shot, it happened when we were picking up speed, We had a fan base. We had, there was people that were already there. And when he got shot, it was, it had nothing to do with the music. That's my big brother. That's who I looked up to, I used to fucking beg him, try to pay him to take me and my boy Jonjo, for him to take us with him, And he didn't really start taking us with him till, I bribed him with, I can get you in the strip club, I can get you in the comedy store. Like, I was a teen, I wasn't legal, I couldn't get in these places, but I was getting my brother into, these spots, you know what I'm saying? I know he tripped out on me, but he didn't want us around. But I'm like, dude, like, you gotta have us around. Like, I'll get you in the strip club, and if you and Rizai pull any strippers, like, I gotta be there to party with it, And I'll get you in the comedy store. Like, we got to see Jim Carrey, Damon Wayans in Living Color before In Living Color blew up, And I got him into that, and I was only like fucking 16, you know what I'm saying? But when my brother was shot and he was in my parents' living room, just even when the whole shit happened, bro, I was kicking people out of the fucking waiting room and all that shit. Like, it fuck with me because that's my brother, I lived in a bottle for a couple of years, and when I went to see him one time, he was in my parents' living room, and he told me, he goes, "What the fuck are you doing?" I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, "What are you doing?" He goes, "We got music, like, we have shit, like, don't let this shit die down." Him telling me that, him having that conversation with me is the reason why War Story 1 came out and War Story 2 came out, It's the only time that my brother's ever fucking told me anything, because yeah, he's my big brother and I've always kind of, but he's never fucking told me anything. Like, to this day, he won't tell me and give his opinion about it. Me, I'm very opinionated with my brothers. He's not. I love the fact that he told me, we have music, don't let this shit die out, And I put out War Story Book 1, and then War Story Book 2, we had a certain amount of songs, and I ended up recording a couple extra songs, and we put that out in 2003. He's done his thing, like, as far as production. He's produced his groups. He's brought his, things out. He wants to do things. I don't know if he's trying to prove to himself that he could do things, on his own. But he's been doing things,
Yeah.
My first solo album happened a couple years ago, and very late. But it doesn't matter, like, my first solo record, I recorded a bunch of demos, and I kept going back and forth with shit. I've never recorded anything by myself. So finally I went to him, and I started playing him some of these demos. He was like, "That's dope as fuck." And I'm like, "For real?" Like, I'm second guessing myself. I don't have a wall to bounce off of, My brother wrote like 4 hooks on Psychedelic, and we co-wrote a hook together, He produced Metal Rain on Straight Bullets. Like, I know he has this fucking need to let shit out, and I don't want him to fucking outlet it with nobody else. I want to, come here.
Dope.
But I'm gonna let him do what he has to do, But Psychedelic was very important to me because even though it was my solo record, like, I'll never be solo. You know what I'm saying? I always got my brothers with me. Like, I don't want to be solo, So for me to have him create with me, it was the best shit ever.
Dope.
You know? Yeah.
Well, that's how we're gonna end it. Sick Jacken, man.
It is.
Appreciate you coming in, and it's dope to hear how with the tragedy of what happened with your brother, how he is still involved and he's still doing his thing. To move forward a brand that, like you said, to this day is still going strong off one major label album.
Yeah.
With tattoos and so forth. And, I think the impact that you guys have will live on way past, the both of you, actually, which is what I think every artist strives for.
Ain't about, at the end of the day, it ain't about the major label. I think it was an important part of our story because we got to ride that wave. But, genuine never goes out of style,
Yeah.
We've always on purpose been an island, Duke used to always say this shit. My big brother used to always say this. He goes, everybody's over here and we're here. Fuck everybody. We're here, right? So we exist on our own terms. While this shit is going in and out of style, we're always gonna be popping, So people come visit the island, they have a fucking great time, they enjoy our music. This is genuine. This is fucking for real, We ain't part of that fucking plastic ass mix for money or trying to sound like somebody else. This is us. We exist on our own terms. I make music that I fucking like to make, Sometimes I gotta do songs with people because I got fucking 9 kids with 4 women. I gotta feed my kids, But the shit that we do exists right here. And this shit right here is gonna live forever. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you, this is gonna fucking live forever. Like, genuine never goes out of style, And I think my brother's fucking trying to stay alive to see it, but I keep telling him, this is gonna fucking outlive us,
That's what it is.
This is our grandkids shit,
Yeah.
But I'm very grateful, man, and I appreciate everybody that supports our music. We never planned this. There's no way to plan this. There's no way to think about this. We didn't even think about it. The people that support, no disrespect to, we appreciate them, but all we think about is the music, man, and what we're creating, It's been a beautiful experience, I'm very grateful.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Sick Jacken, man. Appreciate you coming
VladTV,
in.
Thank you very much.
Peace.
Appreciate you guys.